Have you ever been diagnosed with a herniated disc and your exercises from your therapist are not helping?
This isn't getting any better.
It gets so frustrating. We're going to show you some options and so a new path to go to get past this and get back to healthy living again. There are two possible reasons why these exercises may not be getting that disc where it should go.
First reason is your MRI may say you have a herniated disc and you think that's where the problem is coming, but it may be coming from somewhere else. Just because you have one on an MRI machine does not mean it's causing the pain. This has been shown in many studies.
That's right, Mike. Now, if you happen to be 50 or 60 years and older, the chances of you having a herniated disc are much less. And there's a good reason for it. I'm going to show you a little analogy on why. Okay, look at this. We have a vertebra here, and we have a disc, being this represents the disc, and a vertebra on top. Now, if you're 20, 30 years old, your disc is very pliable and mobile so that you can move in all different directions. However, if the annulus, so the outside of the disc, breaks through, then you can get a herniation. And actually, most people get herniated discs when they're younger. The disc is more like this. It becomes more rigid all the way through the whole disc. There becomes no nucleus pulposa that is fluid, it's stiff, and the chance of this disc herniating when you're in your 50s and particularly over 60 years old is much less. There's another problem going on. All right, we've got good news for you. There's a simple stretch, and this is something we've learned from Rick Olderman, a therapist who's come up with this. And if your right side is the involved side, you're getting pain down the right leg, there's a good chance you need to stretch out the right side. The easiest way to do it, put your arm down, Mike. I need the attention here right now. Bring your right arm up and look what's happening. I'm stretching this side, and the higher I reach, like I'm reaching for an apple, this side stretches out. Now, if you do this and you feel relief, you're right on. You're in the right ballpark with exercises. So you're going to do this throughout the day. And actually, Rick recommends walk around like this. Now, obviously, you're not going to walk around like that all day, but for a certain period of time, walk around with your arm up. The next thing, now it's your turn, Mike.
Oh, you could go onto a door frame. So this is going to mimic the top part of the door, and you're going to reach up with the side that is painful. Same concept as holding your arm up. What you're going to do is sink down into it. You can go through the doorway. Obviously, I do not have a hole in this wall, but this will get a nice stretch in the back and decompress the spine. Make sure to not hike this side of the pelvis up because it's not going to stretch. Make sure it's down or neutral.
Now, if you're too short, you can't reach up to the door trim. If you take a broom handle, in this case a mop handle, this is a nice way to stretch the side out. In this case, it works well. I can put that on the floor. I'm going to go to the top of the handle, and I'm going to reach in and stretch. Now, actually, this is a little short for me. I would actually need a little bit taller broom or mop. If you don't have this end, there's a nice little trick, and you this slips around on the floor or the carpet. Simply take your shoe, put that down, and it becomes a very nice stability base for it. Now, for me, I need a little bit longer, 5 foot. That's what this stick is, the Booyah stick. You reach up, and now I'm going to, you can feel right in here, I can feel the muscles as I lean over, they stretch. I'm going to hold it there, get that relief. And you're going to hold it for 15, 20 seconds. You can go longer if it feels good, and then come back. We're going to do that 2 or 3 times and do that throughout the day, every couple hours or so to get that tight side relaxed. All right. Okay, there are other options. If this option doesn't seem to help, simply go to bobandbrad.com. That's our website. There's a program section on sciatica. Click on that, and there's literally 40 videos that the title and the thumbnail will direct you if it's the right video to watch to help your problem. Look through that, see if you can find some options to give you relief. And there's also another option,
which is you can check out Rick Olderman's back pain program if you would like. We'll put a link down below. That one is not free. It costs money, but from our experience, it's worth it if you're dealing with pain.
Right? Those chronic problems, those tough back pains they're out there, but they can be fixed. All right. Once again, what's that thing we're supposed to say?
We can fix just about anything.
Except for,
A broken heart. Where is it?
and be helpful. Be helpful too.
Yeah.
That broke. It's
Something about neighbors.
we love.